We're live on this part, so
We're recording?
yep.
Welcome to Taste Talk,
Welcome.
an acquired taste our first bonus episode. Not a real episode, bonus. It's not a part of the actual lore. It's like the Star Wars books from the 90s or Edward Norton Hulk. It's not lore.
You got some visuals now.
Yep.
You can see Incredibles in the background. Actually, you won't because we're gonna blur that out. But
You can see that
The
he's a
back
bridge
of
troll.
Andrew's head is what.
you can see the bridge troll. Yeah, I did call myself a bridge troll.
You actually look good now.
A
You
little bit
unbridge
prior.
trolled real quick.
Thanks, man.
Now you
It's
just
the-
look emo. Hey, shawty.
Hey, shawty, pull up.
Oh, yeah, you don't get to see him, but he rubs his hands like that every single time he does
Every
it.
time.
Yeah, I bite the bottom lip.
Every pop.
It's not good.
This week on the episode, which I think is going to come out 2 days after this comes out, or 3 days after this comes out. In the episode coming out this week, we discuss 3 soundtracks are the albums we reviewed, and now we're going to discuss those movies real quick and how those soundtracks played into those movies as a piece of bonus content. And you get some video because it's bonus, you know?
Mm-hmm.
What do you like that?
You
like
liking?
that? All right.
All right. Yeah.
Go first.
All right. So I got Spider-Man Across the Spiderverse. Yeah, listen to the podcast to hear about what actually our opinions on the albums alone. But as a movie, I think the songs really do tie in nicely.
Are there a lot in it?
Yeah, there's 12 songs that are produced by Metro Boomin, and I think most of them are there's at least some sort of like score or some aspect of all those songs in the movie.
Oh, cool.
Which is cool. Yeah, so what we just talking about the movie in general, like, because
talk about it's bonus, bro. Talk about the movie. Talk about your
it's a
favorite
banger
song
movie.
used in the movie.
The only thing I didn't like about this movie is that it left us on a cliffhanger, and that was kind of, I didn't know that going into it, and I haven't actually enjoyed like an animated like superhero movie like as much as I've liked this one, because I didn't even watch the first one in theaters, but I remember watching this one in theaters. And
Did you go with us?
yeah, I didn't even know it was out yet, and you're like, you want to go watch the new Spider-Man? Watch it in theater. And I remember thinking throughout the entire experience, I was like, damn, the soundtrack is fire. So coming back to it now and actually getting to dive in and listen to the whole thing, a lot of fun. A lot of my favorite artists on it.
Did you like this movie more than the first one?
I think I did. I think I liked it more as like just diving deeper into like the multiverse aspect of it, and actually like bringing in like
Doing it well.
Miguel, like the other Spider-Mans and shit was actually really cool. Like, I know they did that in the first one, but it didn't feel as like they gave us so much more in this movie than the first one. But yeah, it was dope. I enjoyed it a lot. I enjoyed the soundtrack. I think it's a banger.
All right, Andrew.
Yeah, so I had, obviously off the soundtrack, The Harder They Fall, I had the movie that went with it as well, which it's just got a like star-studded cast. It's got, I'm just going to read it off, but Jonathan Majors, Idris Elba, Zazie Beetz, Regina King, Delroy Lindo, Lakeith Stanfield. Lakeith Stanfield. I wanted to say that, it just wasn't coming out. R.J. Sealer, Danielle Deadweiler, Edie Gathegi, and Dion Cole. And yeah, this was a Western, which definitely isn't something that I necessarily would think I'd find myself watching or enjoying. But it's actually...
having hip-hop in it.
Yeah, that also. But I was reading about it a little bit beforehand, and it's one of the few Westerns that has a predominantly all black cast. And so that's kind of where you get probably those hip-hop elements. But it just told the story of like a lot of the characters in it, I shouldn't say all, but a lot of the characters in it were based off of like real cowboys, outlaws from like back in the wild west days, so to say. And so like the main character was like a cowboy named Nat Cole, I believe his name was. But it just kind of, made a new story around some um, common characters like that, like Outlaw Bill maybe is one of them. I think was the cowboy names, just things like that. So it was a really cool story. Little like kind of revenge type story, I guess, with a bit of a twist at the end. A lot of really cool action scenes, and a lot of it really reminded me of like a Quentin Tarantino movie, just with like the way the action scenes would be shot, and like if there was a gunshot, like you'd kind of see the bullet like go in or whatever, and just like the blood splatter. So it just had a lot of like Tarantino elements, and
I want to
yeah,
watch it.
hmm?
I want to watch it.
It's good. You should watch it. It's
I
got some
haven't seen
funny
it either.
scenes to it. It's got like I said, a lot of good action, good story.
Was
Um,
there a lot of songs from the album in your movie?
there was a handful, not all of them for sure. And it would be more so just like to kind of carry a scene where there's not dialogue. So like if they're trying to show a group of them like riding their horses across like a stretch of land, it would be playing a song, and then so going back and then listening to the album afterwards, it was like, okay, that I recognize that and kind of see where that falls into the overall plot line of the movie and stuff like that. And so yeah, I thought the movie was really good.
Type. Yeah, I just like what you said. I remembered when it came out, and I read a little bit about it. And I remember Jay-Z made an Instagram for like 2 weeks because the marketing department
Is
had
he
asked him to.
he's a producer or a director? I
I
can't remember which,
and
but
he
he
produced
worked
it,
on the
I think. Yeah,
movie, and
yeah,
like yeah.
yeah. Yeah, I'll have to watch it. It's
Yeah, I definitely recommend it. It's good.
I had the first Black Panther movie. Um, I I I I watch pretty much every Marvel movie at some point. I have kids, and I'm a juvenile, so I tend to at least watch them once. But other than like 4 or 5, which sounds like a lot, but there's 6,000, so 4 or 5 that I can put on as like comfort food while I clean the house. But I don't really go back and watch many of them. I don't even think I rewatched the first one before I went and saw Black Panther 2 last year, 2 years ago, whenever that was.
Yeah, I don't know if I
Um,
did either actually.
but I don't know if it's because of current Marvel fatigue, but I liked it way more than I remembered liking it when it came out. And like I liked it. I thought it was fine, or I remember thinking it was fine, but I felt like the tone was off or something, but I didn't feel that way at all watching it this time. I for an album that was made so much around the movie, it sounds like the movie so much, but there isn't a ton of the songs in the movie. That's why I asked you guys that, because I didn't have. There was a few times where I forget what it's called. There's like different forms of music within film, where some is just what the audience can hear, some's what the character can hear, and some. I think there's a few different forms
hmm
Interesting.
I think I remember that because I want to say there's like a driving scene where one of the songs is on the person's driving
Yes,
like car
that's what I
radio.
was going to
Yeah.
say. Is there's some moments where I think I felt like the instrumentals from the album were being played in the middle of something for a brief moment. There is that scene where I forget which song it was, because I watched the movie before I listened to the album, but there was one of them playing in someone's car during a big car
hmm
chase scene for a while. And then All the Stars, I believe, was in the credits. But
That sounds right. Yeah.
to move away from the music part, it was really good. To be honest, my only complaint, and Tyree came over earlier when I was watching it. He stopped by. He said the same. He was just like, "Why is Michael B. Jordan overacting in some of these scenes and then acting like an Academy Award thing in some of these scenes?" And I was like, "Yeah, like some of them it was like too intense while also being like, like."
Yeah.
But as a plot and stuff, like it's so many Marvel movies are similar, and I don't think that's necessarily a discredit to the filmmakers. The comics are similar. Their origin stories are similar. Like, but it did have a lot of like political commentary that I think Marvel misses the mark on a lot, that I did think they did not here. And obviously they put black people in charge of a black story. It didn't feel like white people trying to tell a story about a black character. I don't think it would have been nearly as authentic. But yeah, really good. I don't know what Bilbo was doing in Wakanda. I don't know why there was one white guy that had to be there for Disney to greenlight it or something, and it was
Like,
Bilbo
no.
Baggins in fucking Wakanda. Yeah, Marvel fatigue exists. It's real. It's a societal sickness that we currently have.
I feel like this movie is right around the time. Like, I definitely enjoyed this when it came out, and right around this stretch of movies is when I definitely started to get that fatigue.
Did you make it to Endgame?
Yeah, that, and definitely like after Endgame is definitely took a hard drop
like
off.
the
I've maybe seen
I've
like
seen everything
2,
for sure
3.
up to that point. After that, it's like every other one, I would say. Ant-Man burnt me, man. That sucked.
That was a difficult watch. That was like right off the bat, just like the CGI looking like.
It was like watching that lady's eye peel in front of her eye.
Yeah, but that was fucking. God, that was awful too. Stop thumbing up, bro.
Upping. God fucking damn it. We're recording. That's in the episode.
Tucked. That's so funny.
Jarvis.
Keep that thumb tucked, baby girl.
No, but it's for sure. I would say probably top 5 Marvel movies. It was not. It's the only one. It was nominated for Best Picture, which I was blown away by. I didn't know. It's like the only Marvel movie that's ever occurred for.
I mean, it does have some like when, especially like the end battle scenes when it's just that like huge open like plain.
The rhinos, bro.
I
forgot
like
about
they're
the
running at
rhinos.
each other. It's yeah.
Yeah, I think everybody acted impeccably in something like in an Academy Award written and acted film, except for Michael B. Jordan, man, which disappoints me because I really like him. There was just something about it that was like, come on, like it just wanted to nuzzle his
Have
little
you
head.
seen that
like
that
fella.
meme of someone who was like asked for a picture with him because he was just sitting on the bus like a fan like was video and like they didn't give him a picture or whatever. And he was like, the person filming was like, that's why you fucking died, bro. That's why you died in that movie. I thought that was funny.
Killmonger. Yeah, it was a nice, refreshing walk down memory lane. I can't cut out my stutters in this because we are on video, so I gotta. This is it.
This is what they want to see.
This is what they want. You guys wanted video. I get
Enjoy
asked at
the
least once a
stutters.
week if we have plans to do video. We don't.
Not for the pod.
No.
For this,
For
the
this
YouTube,
shirt, for the bonus, we'll do it.
this is a bonus.
Yeah, this is the bonus.
You guys are lucky.
Honestly, if you're listening to this on Spotify, it's also still just an audio thing.
Right.
But feel free to go to the YouTube.
Hop to the tube. You're not getting much, but you're getting to
I
see
might
our
edit
mugs.
this. I might put some like the movie poster we're talking about.
I think
or
we should
something
just
there,
crop it in directly to Andrew watching Incredibles in the background.
so that it gets taken down.
Just the Incredibles, yeah.
This was cool. I like this.
Yeah.
Just a
It was
quick
a good
little
time, yeah.
quick little extra. I don't know how we can make this come up again, but we're
know.
calling it Taste Talk episode 1. So we'll
Sure,
find
sure.
a way to supplement again.
Yeah,
in
the other
future.
interviews and stuff, that's something else. This is
That's
this
something
is
else.
Taste Talk. Also, I want to throw in. I don't think I added enough when I was talking about the movie. I was kind of just fixated on the songs, but the animation from I'm talking about Spider-Man, obviously.
You're talking about Black Panther again?
No. My movie.
How did they fall?
The animation from
Juice.
the first one to the second one, the style change was very cool. I liked the weird like I forget
like
what
the
it's
hand
called.
drawn dude in the beginning.
Yeah, just like
I
Da
remember the
Vinci-
second one being a little easier on the eyes. The first one's was it was
Oh,
still
no.
cool. It was a new animation style, but it was
right.
at times a little
The first
tough on
one
the
was
eyes, for
more
sure.
like traditional 3D animation, whereas this one had a lot of composites of things drawn over. Like the entire backgrounds are like, it just like it has such like a unique look to it.
Which
Because
is why we're 5 years away from the third one.
yeah, which is why who did they team up with on that one? Even there was like they got the animators from something crazy to do this, and it was It was cool. I just wanted to throw that in.
Andrew, did you know your dad's in the first Spider-Verse movie?
He is.
Yeah,
John Piglaney.
Yeah, I was gonna say, isn't he the pig one?
He's the little pig guy.
He is the little pig guy. That's him. That's him.
I haven't
up a
gotten
picture
any
of John Mulaney.
residuals from
Yeah,
that.
John
It's
Mulaney
unfortunate.
picture right now.
Comparison side by side. It's gonna be right
Andrew,
next
sit
to
up,
you.
scoot over a little bit so we can have a full pat. There we go. Yeah. It'll be right next to.
There we go.
Yeah.
That's what we needed.
Can we have AI turn his face into John?
Can you put up a bridge troll next to me?
Nobody make fun of me. I'm having a rough month.
I'm not saying nothing.
Just put a tone.
Just put a picture of Big right next to him.
Jelly roll.
Just put another picture of me.
That's what I said. Just put a picture.
I like that. That's nice. All right. Taste Talk 1. Talk to you taste you later.
books.
Man, Taste Talk fucked up my outro.
Yep. Taste talk. We don't have to say taste you later on this.
Talk you later.
Talk
How
to
about
you
we'll
later.
we'll
There's
be
no
back.
outro music. What do we do?
What if
I
it
don't
just
know, just
ends
end it.
halfway through me talking? Boom, it's done. It ended.
Oh, that was the end. Or is this the end?
Or
now?
it's still ending and now it just looks stupid.
This is going to be one of those things that we forget to put out until the last second, and then we're just going to
We're not gonna
export
edit
it.
this?
Yeah, so this is still here.
So
this is still the
probably still in
episode.
this. Okay.
This is for sure the clip that we're using to promote this.
Everyone say. Never mind. I need. It's over.
Oh, wait. You know what we could do? No one said what.
What?
How many Code of Bees would you give your movie?
Me and mine was 11. 11 out of 13.
Same
I think
as
that's
your
what
album?
I gave to. Yeah, I was gonna say I'm gonna give
we're
it the
talking
same
about-
How much
score
would you
as
give
my
your
album.
movie?
Oh, the movie in terms of, I would give it a 13.
Oh my
Spider-Man
God.
if they hadn't left me on a cliffhanger, bro. So it's an 11.5.
Instead of a 13. It lost a point and a half.
It lost a whole point and a half, bro, because I was so upset. I was like, I hate that feeling of being like left, like being like, now I have to wait so long before I can finish this chapter.
I'm gonna 10.5 Black Panther. It's pretty goddamn good. Not just for a Marvel movie. It's pretty good. It's a good.
I'll give mine an 11. I'll
you-
stick with the 11.
The album was as good as the movie. I like that.
Yeah.
All right. Talk you later.